So I have my two Russian tortoises in their outside little area. Can't know how much you're going to see because of the glare of the sun and the bars. But the one closest to this shelter thingy is a male. And I wasn't sure if the other one was female or not until just now. He's probably not going to do it, and probably not even visible because of the bars. But the other day they were doing the bad thing together, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But today he was bobbing his head aggressively at the other one. So my thought is, he's a male, she's a female. Not sure if they're going to ever produce eggs, but I just think it's pretty funny that normally tortoises are solitary and they shouldn't really be together, but these two have gotten along pretty well. Over here is my little tiny leopard tortoise, and he is still a baby. He's maybe 6 months old, maybe a little older, maybe a year. He's very clumsy. He's like adolescent. Very clumsy, so the more I can get him out of his enclosure, I take him outside on the, you can see how messy my deck is now. I take him outside on the, in the back, the green belt in the back where the ground is uneven and there's lots of grass and lots of things to climb over. So he can, he has to work his little body to get himself around. I'm also thinking, being in a tank, they had him in a tank where the ground was just flat. It was, you know, it was a tank with a flat, fake carpet, you know? So I think he might have some problems with his strength for that reason too. So going outside now, he's out of sight, behind all the crap. Down here I have, if I can find him, Tristan, my red-footed tortoise, and he is fully grown. I got him, the day that I got him, I was wanting to get a tortoise. I was wanting to get one that wouldn't get really huge, and one that wasn't super young, because tortoises live to be really old, and pretty guarantee I'll probably die before any of these tortoises. But I thought it'd be better if I'm going to get a tortoise to get an adult. So I got Tristan here. He is a tropical, he's just going to sit here. He was moving, but now he's just checking, he's looking out. See, down here is the green belt area where they can roam. That's just part of it. There's a lot more. Get back to him. Okay. What was I saying? Okay, he's a tropical rainforesty kind of tortoise. He needs to have protein once a week. He needs to have a lot of fruit. Like 40% of his diet is fruit. And he needs lots of humidity. Not as much heat as the desert tortoise. These guys are moving out. Not sure if you can see it. They're going under the little shelter there. Yeah, the tropical tortoises don't need as much heat as the desert tortoises. Oops, wrong way. I wasn't trying to zoom, I was trying to go the other direction. Okay, back to him. Ooh, he's just gonna sit there. He's just gonna sit there. He's so boring. But he's fully grown. He's not gonna get any bigger. He's probably about, his shell is probably about 10 inches. So that's what his appeal was. But while I was at the pet store buying Tristan, the little leopard tortoise was sitting there. Way back months and months ago, I indicated to the pet shop that I wanted the leopard tortoise, so they put me on the waiting list for him. Somebody bought him, but he was too small for them to take home. They have to be at least 4 inches in their shell, according to that pet store. So they were holding on to the... Oh, we have a cat. We have Trixa over here wanting to come out. So we had, okay, so they were holding the tortoise until he was bigger, but he was more or less taken. He had been bought by somebody. So when I was there at the pet store buying Tristan, I said to the lady that runs the reptiles, you know, I was looking at the little leopard tortoise going, damn, I really want that one right there. I really do, really want that one. So I brought Tristan home. He now lives in the big cage that the boa constrictors were in. We made that into a kind of like a modified tortoise table. It's got a tarp inside to hold, that goes up the sides. It's got lots of wet bark. It's got a hide. It's got a big water dish he can go in. It's actually a kitty litter box where I cut a little indentation so he can crawl in. He's got a humidifier in there. It's okay, but he needs to come out and he needs to be moving around, you know. He's a big boy. So I brought him home, and the very next day I get a message on my voicemail. You're gonna kill me! But the lady talked to her husband, and they're not gonna take the leopard tortoise, so he's available if you want him. So here I am. I have no self-control whatsoever. Oh, don't sell him, don't sell him. I'll be there, I'll get him. I'll bring him home. So then I had to rearrange my animals to find a 40-gallon tank for the little guy, where he is right now. That'll be fine for a while. But leopard tortoises are like the 4th biggest tortoise in Africa. And he will definitely outlive me. All of these guys will, but that one for sure. But they get to be pretty big. 15 inches, 18 inches long. They get to be pretty big. But when they get older, one thing I like about them, they don't dig in the ground like this cicada, I think that's what they're called, tortoises, which are larger, much larger. Leopard tortoises don't dig, and they are not the escape artists that the cicada is. But when he gets bigger, I'm going to have to make a little pen for him in the backyard, because a 40-gallon tank will not work, obviously. I was hoping a little leopard would come back out. He's still back here behind the pot. But, you know, there's this big one out here. Maybe he saw him, maybe he's intimidated. The big one's like 3 times bigger. Or maybe he likes the shade. I had plants up here, and I haven't gotten around to cleaning the mess up. The cat knocked the plants over the other day, so that's what all the dirt is on the deck. That and the fact that I have other pots and stuff out here. This is kind of where I put stuff that I don't want. Oh, I don't know if you can see Trixa, but she is very interested in the tortoise. Oh, he's going into the back there. This should be interesting. Too bad we won't be able to see any of it. 2 different species entirely, one tropical and one desert. In the wild, these 2 species of tortoise would never ever even meet each other. Okay, now the drama is rising to a frenzy. I'm going to end this though because I just noticed the time and I don't want this to go over 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do is turn it off, and I might record some more if something more interesting happens. So, hey kitty, kitty, kitty. I let Trixa in. Or out, I should say. I put the, I put Tristan back in his tank. And I moved this guy out because I kind of want him to do some more, you know. Okay, maybe he'll bob his head now. Oh, he is. you see that? Not sure if you can. He's bobbing his head at the female again. I guess that's mating behavior of a male Russian tortoise. He's really bobbing. I hope you can see it because the sun is right there. They love this out here. For the longest time, these guys were in this 40-gallon tank downstairs. And when I started researching the different kinds of tortoises, now he's following her. Oh, very aggressively. I started reading about Russian tortoises more, and I read that they're really supposed to be outside. Pretty much, it's the best place for all tortoises if you have a mild environment. So, I think he's going to mount her. I think they're going to do the bad thing right here and now. Oh, that's hysterical. You know what? If I have tortoise eggs, that's gonna be amazing. Anyway, little guy down here is venturing out. What was I saying? Oh, I read that tortoises should be outside. I read that you can make this kind of a tank just using a big tub, which is what I did, a big enclosure. Gives them UVB, gives them fresh air. The grass is dead in there, so I planted some seeds that'll hopefully start to grow some edible weeds in there for them. And so they love it. They love it out here. And now even when they're in the tank downstairs, they're very mobile. They're moving around. They're eating all their food. They seem so much happier. And apparently, he's in the mood. Okay, so see how the little guy has, well, the cracks are hard to navigate. Definitely hard. But it's good. It's good for him to move his legs and get stronger. The pet store, the lady at the pet store said a lot of it is just he's outgrown his shell, or his shell has outgrown him, one or the other. Meanwhile, the drama continues. Oh, jeez. She's like, I am so not in the mood. I have a headache. Okay. I'm running out of time. I'm going to have to put these two pieces together, and I hope that they don't make 15 minutes. So, just wanted to show a little bit more of the little leopard guy trying to walk. One day he's going to be really, really big. Thanks for watching. Bye! More with the little leopard, tortoise, and Trixa on my very messy deck. One thing I've observed about tortoises when it comes to other animals, they seem to be pretty fearless. Yep. Getting stronger. Oh, he's going out of sight. End of video.